Okay, this is page 103 in your math journal. And starting with number 1, it says for problems 1 and 2, make an estimate and then divide using partial quotients division. Report your remainder as a fraction and use your estimate to check that your answers make sense. If you want to solve these problems using partial quotients division, you can. I'm not going to require you to because it's something that we're just not doing very much this year. So for the video, I'm actually skipping number 1 and number 2. If you want to try working them out on your own and putting your answer in, I'll check it. I'll let you know if it's right or wrong. But for the video, I'm not going to work those 2 problems out. We just don't spend a lot of time on partial quotients. But I am going to look at number 3 and number 4. It says write a number model for the story using a letter for the unknown. So we want to make sure we do that. Then solve the story and remember to think about what you should do with the remainder. So they're telling me I'm going to have a remainder and I'm going to have to think, well, what do I do with it? Okay. So number 3 says a food pantry received a donation of 248 cans of chicken. They want to distribute them evenly to 9 different soup kitchens in the city. How many cans of chicken will each soup kitchen get? Okay, so let's think about objects and shares. I have 248 cans of chicken. And my shares, how many different soup kitchens are going to get it? It's going to be 9. Okay, but I have to make a number model with a letter for the unknown. So all fractions are division. 248 divided by 9, and I don't know the answer, so a letter for the unknown, I'm going to use M. Okay, so then we'll work that problem out. 248 divided by 9. How many times does 9 go into 24? That's going to go 2 times. That's 18. Okay, we've got to do a little borrowing. That's 6. Bring down the 8. How many times does 9 go in to 68? That's going to be 7. 63. And I'm left with 5 left over. Okay, so I have to ask myself, what does that 5 represent? How many cans of chicken will each soup kitchen get? Well, they have 27 cans. And if I have 5 cans left over, this is 5 cans left over, and I have 9 soup kitchens, well, I would need 9 cans to give each soup kitchen another one. And if I only give it to 5 kitchens, then I'm not distributing it evenly. So I guess I'm just going to have to ignore that remainder because it's not enough to give everyone an extra can. So how many cans is each soup kitchen going to get? Well, they're only going to get 27. I don't have enough to give each kitchen another can. Okay. Let's look at number 4. Calvin is cutting a roll of paper into 4 pieces to make signs for the school carnival. The paper is 145 inches long. How long should he make each banner? Okay, well, I have 145 inches. That's my object. And he's cutting the paper into 4 pieces. Those are the shares. So I'm going to do 145 divided by 4. And it says use a letter for the unknown. I'll use G this time. Okay, so I'll do my problem. 145 divided by 4. 4 goes into 14, let's see, 3 times. That'd be 12. 4 goes into 25 6 times. That'd be 24. And I'm left with a remainder of 1. Okay, so I have to think, well, what is that remainder? I'm dealing with inches, and I know when I have inches, I can have like partial measurements. So I know that I can cut my remaining piece like into fractions. So I could have 36, and then I could cut it into smaller pieces and have 36 and 1/4. So my answer for this one will be 36 and 1/4 inches. Okay. Explain how you found your answer to problem 4. So that's the one we just did. Well, we know that we divided, right? So explain how you found your answer. I divided 145 by 4 and got 36 with a remainder of 1. Okay. And he's cutting paper, and I know I can cut paper into smaller pieces. So paper can be cut into smaller pieces. So I divided the 1 into 4 equal parts. Okay. I divided 145 by 4 and got 36 with a remainder of 1. Paper can be cut into smaller pieces, so I divided the 1, the leftover 1, into 4 equal parts. Okay. Take some time to put all these answers into your GoFormative and then work on the math box part of that and submit it. And then I will mark anything that needs to be corrected, and you'll have an opportunity, just like you would here in class, to go back and make those corrections, and make sure that you go back and you do that so that you can get all of your points by the time Friday rolls around. If you have any questions, if you need any help, don't forget about those Google Meet times.